It's time for a retro review. Tori Spies. Pretty much a ripoff of 007. I mean, yeah, it's 007 is good, but make it kind of cartoon and making them Bond instead a male character have three characters instead and making it female. And each female actually kind of generic in a way. You have the tomboy, you got a smart ass, you got the psycho, or better known as the who obsessed with guys. They get a mission, defeat the bad guy, and save the world. Pretty much that's the whole story. I think this show works because of the villains. They're actually each villain is basically someone you really know or someone you see every day, like the barber shop, the accountant, the cashier. It's something tragic happened to them, or pretty much something wrong. Their life went straight to hell afterwards, and decide to take their revenge. And they go very evil like. And some of this pretty interesting. But they're not. The only thing is the villains is not very deep. I'm still wondering why this show got super popular. I mean, the whole show does not have a main villain. Well, around season 3 they have a sort of a main villain. It's pretty much they pick up probably the most popular villain in other words and connect them like 4 or 5 income losers by their initials. And they didn't last very long. They just faded away, you could say. They actually got stopped, in other words. The reason this show works is because the little things of the show, like the girls' like, friendship. Their goal at the end of the world to save the other one, and that's kind of interesting. Another thing is interesting about the show, like the weapons. Each weapon is fun and interesting to see. I mean, they have like a, let's say, like a comb. It transforms to a silent gun, or make a kind of sound to distract the guards, or any Bond weapon you can think of, but kind of like a product. Another thing, you have like pretty much their boss, or you could say their handler. He given missions and also kind of like a father figure to the girls, and kind of fun how he mess around with them. Each episode he has a way to remove the girls where they're doing and to their pretty much the base, and it's kind of fun to see that over and over again, all the different ways that he does that. You know, I'm doing this review and I realized something. I've skipped all the steps. I've skipped the characters, I skipped the story, because really there's much to it. There is no development of the girls or anyone. It's just the mission is interesting. The only thing this show can't do something different is the animation. I mean, they try to combine Western and Eastern animation, and it does this well, almost well. I mean, it does like the anime style, over exaggeration. You have the cartoons, and they're going crazy. Pretty much cartoon and animation does work 85% of it. But the only problem is the artistic point. I mean, they show like the beautiful beaches or the Rockies, you could say, but it fails. It's not like mouth dropping like an anime. It's more like something you probably don't even care, like why they're even showing this part. It's the only thing fails of this show, and so also kind of off in a way. Something they tried but they miss and hit in other words. I mean, it's interesting how all the characters look like, but artistically, like the background doesn't work so well. That's the only issue. One of the issues. Second issue is they really don't have a character development. It's kind of dry. It's the formula, just being Bond trying to save the world. It works, but it doesn't have something driving it so good. That's how I'm trying to figure out why the show is so good. It's just charming, but it feels it's missing something else to make this show great. I don't know why. Just it is to explain it. It's just watch 2 or 3 episodes. If you kind of see what I'm trying to say. It missing something to make it epic. Maybe they need a main villain, or maybe they need very character development to make this epic. But it's a fun show. I mean, you see the director, the voice actors, the writers having fun of making this show. It really shows. Another thing I'm kind of curious how fans have a strange idea how Los Angeles looks like this, all modernized, all high tech. It's kind of strange how they think Los Angeles or how it looks like. I mean, before I forget, the intro wasn't that interesting. It was okay, nothing special, I guess. My rating of this show has to be a 6 out of 10. It could be higher, but it's still missing something about the show making it epic, or great at least. At least a little bit better in our words. That's all I can say. Leave a comment below and have a wonderful day. Hey.